Hey Divine Feminine, it is me, Gigi. I'm super excited for this reading tonight. It's right before the 12/12 full moon, last full moon of the decade, so it's a very powerful energy. I'm just so grateful and blessed to be here with you guys. That being said, I just want to take a second to give a shout out to everybody that has supported me. I love you guys, and I'm very, 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 very grateful for you. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, I have officially reached 200 subscribers, so I'll be coming on later on to announce a giveaway. Not this weekend because I'm graduating college, but I will be on. That being said, I'm going to jump right in. I want to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and any of my Divine Feminine that are tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white light, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. First card out for my Divine Feminine is the Queen of Swords. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. Divine Feminine. Wow. The Death card. The Hermit card. Or not the Hermit. The Hierophant. Sorry. Oof. Oof. Okay, what else needs to come out for my DF? Wow. Wow. 9 of Cups. Wow. One more card for my DF. Okay, we got 2 more, so I'm going to take them both. 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Okay, so Divine Feminine, as we all know, we've been on this journey of healing for so long. The collective that I channel for, this is the collective that has been busting their ass, aligning with their truth, revisiting past hurts, revisiting past experiences and learning from them, growing and constantly trying to find what is in alignment with them and what isn't. Going on a journey of self-discovery that some may never even understand or experience. And I feel like you've been cutting through illusions within your family, cutting through illusions within your relationships, cutting through all of these expectations of society and cutting through to the core of who you are. You've been getting so honest with yourself over the past couple of years that others don't even recognize you anymore, and half the time you don't even recognize your damn self. I feel like the experiences that you've gone through have allowed you to become enlightened in a way that is unknown and that others may have never experienced or understand. And so over this time, as you've continued to connect with yourself and revisit these wounds and do inner childhood healing and do all of this healing work, you know, healing from relationships, healing from sexual traumas, healing from all of those experiences that have kept you trapped, it's just gotten you closer and closer to your truth, to the point that this week and throughout your life now, this is who you embody, the Queen of Swords. You don't have to be rude to speak your truth, but you do speak your truth. And I feel like the way that you step up, the way that you set boundaries, the way that you move throughout the world now is something that is so unfamiliar to people around you that others are bothered by it. I hear people saying, wow, who does she think she is? And you're like, 100% me. That's who I think I am. I think that I've gone through and experiences enough of playing it small for the sake of others, or trying to hide my inner core for the sake of making others feel better, or dimming my light because that person forgot their sunglasses. It's like now you're letting that light blind others and you don't care. And that is exactly what the light is doing, blinding others. Guys, you're very attractive right now. I feel like there's a lot of gentleman suitors, and if you are a masculine divine or a man divine feminine, then there's a lot of feminine attention. There's just a lot of attraction from whoever it is that you are attracted to or that you're attracting, but there are people paying attention to you and noticing you. It's like you walk in a room and they're like, wow, who is that? And you're like, that's me, right? I showed up. I'm here. I know. It didn't come easily though. With the Hierophant here, this energy only came after all of the lessons that you've gone through. And this week, I feel like you're wrapping those lessons up and you're finally saying, I just see you sitting in this place of like, damn, this is what I've gone through over the last 10 years. Plus, for some of y'all, this last, like the rest of the December month for you, Divine Feminine, is your ceremony of release. And especially on the night of this full moon, the last full moon of this decade, I feel like you are in this sentimental place revisiting everything, every piece and every bit of your journey and every bit of your life, even on down to childhood stuff. You're revisiting all of it. I see you with your glass of wine, your legs crossed, and you're just like, wow, okay, so this is where I made it from. This is everything that I've gone through. That's what I was meant to learn from it. I see that some of you guys have constantly had so many traumatic relationships throughout this past cycle that those are what you are going to be focusing on. That's what you're going to be revisiting. Some of you guys have constantly been in battles with your family, in and out, trying to see if you fit here in your family or if you fit there in your family, or where do you belong here and what do you need to do there. A lot of you guys have been questioning if you want children, if you want to have the traditional route of life. And now I feel like all of the lessons over this last decade are coming full circle. And you're sitting on your damn throne and you're honoring your truth. You're like, look, I don't want that. I thought I did. I really don't. So I'm not going to take it. I don't want that. I thought I did. I really don't. So I'm not going to take it. And with the center focus of our entire reading, DFs, being the death energy, and also look at a badass divine feminine. I think we got this card in our last message to DF. But look at her. She's standing up and she's holding that old school like, okay, this is what I came from. This is my past in my hands. I'm done. I'm burning that old shit up. I'm burning up the expectations of society. I'm burning up the expectations from my significant other and from my boyfriends or my friends. All of that energy that has been surrounding me. And everyone around you is watching you because they see that you are no longer the person that you were. And the way that you are, it's big. She's giant. She's taking up the whole entire room. When you walk in, even obviously you don't look like that, but your aura does. That's all of the healing work that you've been putting into this. Your aura literally walks in and consumes whatever space you are in. That is why you're very attractive in this time and in this space. People are seeing you and they're like, wow, she's come such a long way. And it's reflecting every part of your life. Your heart, all of you, has undergone a remodel. And I really see you some days looking in the mirror and it's like you don't even recognize yourself. But it's because you were meant to undergo this journey. You were supposed to do this healing work. You were supposed to get to this time and to this space to honor who the fuck you are and to stand up and raising your power and honor and accept all of the past experiences that have come your way to destroy you. Instead, they made you bigger. They made you wiser. They made you stronger. They allowed you to see that the power has always been in your hand to destroy and to create. No one outside of you can destroy or create your entire life unless you give them that power. And now with this healing work that you've been doing, I feel like you've just aligned with the truth of you're 100% the master of your own destiny. The ruler of your own fate. You have all of that energy within. The energy, like I said, to create or destroy. You have that power. And it's literally, with this Nine of Cups, I love this card in this deck. Because the Nine of Cups is all about self-fulfillment and doing things for yourself so that you can get to that Ten of Cups with your family and stuff. But if you notice him, the divine masculine, he has that knife right there. He could have easily tried to, stab that snake or do something to the snake to help you, but instead he's just reaching for you. I feel like this is so symbolic because it's like you've given your power away to all of these other situations and hoped that they would save you, but none of them were ever capable of doing that because the power to save yourself was always within you, and no one else could ever do that. Maybe temporarily they could numb that pain or distract them, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, to get their brains off of it, but at the end of the day, the only person that could save you was you. And once you realize that, it's literally like you stood up and you were like, you know what, this is me. She's not afraid. Actually, she's laughing. I don't know if you can see her. Let me see if I can clear the camera up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's smiling. She's not afraid, and that is you, divine feminine. It's like in the face of adversity, in the face of things that could potentially destroy you, You're not afraid because you've been to the other side of darkness. You've already seen what was over there. So what can you fear? You realize that the power that you needed was always within you, and you ain't going anywhere. You're always going to be with you. So therefore, with that being said, you have nothing to fear. You don't need the codependency attachment to relationships anymore. You don't need the codependency to substances or to, attention from others, because you realize that you're the only one that will always be there, no matter who comes and who goes. And when you discover that love, that power, that's a whole new way to move. That's a whole new way to feel. That's a whole new way to vibrate. It's like your vibration rose to the ceiling and then some. It broke every barrier that you had within. It broke everything that you once believed to be your life. You, Divine Feminine, have been and continue to, throughout the rest of this year and throughout the rest of your life, break through barriers. You've healed karmic debt from your families. You've healed karmic debt from your past lifetimes. The shit that you've been doing lately, it's no small transformation, and that's why it feels big. Divine Feminine, I see you sometimes in that heavy space and that energy of like, wow, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if this is okay. I'm sad. I'm depleted. I'm angry. Things aren't working out for me. I just don't know if I need to go to this side. I don't know if this business is for me. I don't think I'm ever going to find love. Just constantly doubting yourself. And that's because of the things that you've faced and what you've gone through. It's been heavy. It has not been no cakewalk. It hasn't been anything that was simple. That's why you feel like this now, on top of the damn world grand. And all these pictures of the Divine Feminine, they are smiling. She's got a smile on her face because she's standing in her truth. She's got a smile on her face because she knows she has the power to protect her damn self. And her guides and angels and mentors are going to be behind her every step of the way as she climbs up. As she climbs up and faces whatever challenges that there are, she knows that she's divinely protected, never neglected, and she's moving and making waves for her damn self. She doesn't need anyone else to do that. And I use the term she because I'm talking about the Divine Feminine, but there can be masculine Divine Feminine. There can be men that are Divine Feminine, and we all have both aspects, so don't get attached to that. But it's literally a new day arising, and you're larger than any of those experiences that you've ever had. That brings me to the outcome of the week, which is the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. This is you taming this damn beast. You've killed it. You've killed all of those wounds and all of the things that were sent to destroy you, made you feel like you weren't going to make it. And even as I look at the bottom of the deck, the 9 of Wands, this is warrior stance. This is you like, okay, these experiences came. They've happened. They continue to cause me to feel like I wasn't enough, or cause me to feel like I wasn't going to have enough. Like things were just going to stay stuck, or like I needed that relationship. That's ego. This is you finally being able to tame ego. Realizing that your darkness is always, of course, going to be a part of you, but it is not you. Whatever those negative thoughts is, that low self-esteem, that codependency, that attachment, that abandonment, it happened because of your life circumstances, but it isn't you. It never was, and it was never meant to be you. It was meant to be a lesson, and boom, for you to move on from it. So here we are, we stand in this space of feeling like the warrior of our own lives, feeling like our own knight in shining armor, and realizing that whatever we need and whatever we want is for us. And of course, as I'm saying that, the Empress falls out. It is for us to decide. No one else has the power to do this shit for us but us. So let's raise up. Okay. That being said, the 8 of Swords, and I love that these are possessing those demons, like not possessing them, but controlling them. 10 of Pentacles. What's clarifying the death energy? We got the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. This is such a beautiful reading, DFs. 9 of Cups. Ace of Cups. That is your other cup. Oh my goodness. I am pumped. Okay. 6 of Swords. This is crazy. This reading is powerful. Oh, card dropped. Wow. 8 of Pentacles. All this power behind this reading. And the last but not least, the 10 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Okay. Let's hop in it. Let's decipher this. The Empress came out. This is literally the Divine Feminine card. This Empress embodies all aspects of all of these cards. So it was like once you discovered your truth, and throughout this week, I feel like, I'm saying throughout this week, but this honestly, whatever energy you're feeling throughout this week, prepare for this to be the energy that you feel for the rest of your life. And I'm not pumping your head up. This is just real life. This is what it is. This is who you have become. And because of that, I'm not telling you that there's not going to be those hard days, because there's always those cycles and those lessons that we must learn. But what I do know is that once you discover your power, there's no more allowing others to take that from you. There's not going to be a space where you're able to sit and allow someone else to control you or to put you in a box. You know who you are. So therefore you can't be tamed. Just like this water of this waterfall is flowing freely, that's the way that the Divine Feminine are flowing. And with the owl there, it's all-knowing wisdom. It's like you know the beauty of yourself and you know your own power. You know the power of the divine. You know the power of the entire universe and what is capable when you just believe, and when you hold that vision and your own worth to the utmost respect and to the highest form, nothing can tear you down or break you down. It's like you've exposed yourself and you're sitting lavishly. You're sitting in the space of feeling beauty, knowing that you are beautiful, knowing that you are a divine creation and creator. You were created to create. And because of that space, you have nothing to fear. How can you? When you rise up in the morning and look in the mirror, know that you are a goddess. Know that you are a god. Divine Feminine, know that you have everything that you need within yourself to manifest and to create and move. And that is the way that you will live for the rest of your lives. This is not, I can't even call this a weekly energy update, because this isn't. This is your life update. This is just where you are. This isn't a week type thing. This is just what you've been working towards. All of the healing, everything that you have gone through throughout these past cycles, throughout this past decade, it was to get you right here, to get you to the space of discovering your own truth and cutting through bullshit and cutting through illusions. Creation is where you were headed, and creation is what you have done. Your mind, body, and soul are in harmony like they have never been before. And I feel like you scare others around you. You scare your family. You scare your significant other. You scare your friends. You scare all of those energies around you because you know who you are, and some people do not know who they are, and that will fear them. You trigger insecurities where you go because you are a light in this world, and that's what you're sent here to do. So you have nothing to fear. 8 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles clarifies the Hierophant. There's no coincidence that there are 2 cards about taming that damn beast. Taming those damn demons, that ego energy telling you you're not enough. And in this card, I feel like, yeah, he hasn't tamed him yet, but he's luring him over there. He's like, hey, you, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I've already faced you. You're nothing to me. Those were what your lessons were. Your lessons were so that you could face your demons. Your lessons were taking you to the deepest, darkest part of yourself so that you could rise up and honor and hone that energy so that you could be the creator of your own 10 of Pentacles. The ancestors, your guides, angels, and mentors have been over here directing this, and they are so proud. So proud because you've been following the messages. You've been listening and taking their little breadcrumbs. They've been dropping them so that you can complete the jobs that they weren't able to complete. And now you're here at this crossroads, and it's like you've already made the decision to go the other route of following your truth and honoring your truth. You cannot continue to follow society's norms. You're here, and it's without fear. You have manifested and you have created the life that you desire, and your ancestors, your guides, your angels, and your mentors are with you right there, still moving you and making sure that you continue to go where you need to go. But your heart is so open and you're so aligned with your truth and in line with your intuition. You're picking up every step like that. And because of that, the 10 of Pentacles can flow in a lot quicker. As I said, I'm not giving you false promises. But this is your energy for the rest of your life. You will have difficult times, but because you are open, you will always be guided. Always be guided. Always be protected. Always be safe. Always be in alignment with what you need to be doing, because that's your vision and that's your purpose. Nothing or no one can get in the way from what you are manifesting and what you are creating and the energy that you are moving towards. And will that ego try to creep in? Yes, of course it will. All you have to continue to remind yourself is love liberates, and not today, Satan. Not today. Love liberates. I know who I am, and I've discovered myself. I've gone to the darkest parts of myself and faced it. Knowing and trusting and honoring that this is me. This is who I am. There's no changing that. This is a part of me, but I can nourish it and love it. The ancestors, the guides, the angels, and the mentors haven't been here for no reason. Guiding you, all of these steps, guiding you to these right places at the right time for no reason. You came here to rise up, and you're doing that, Divine Feminine. The Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands clarify the death card. So what this is saying is that every small step you were taking was grand, was a part of the bigger picture, the larger picture. Every small bit of experience that came to you, even the tiniest of experiences that came to you, were to create this being, were to create this rooted divine being where the roots are so deep. The quote I just heard is, when the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. That is where you are now. Yes, will things try to blow through and try to destroy you or knock you off track and make you feel a little unbalanced? Of course they will. There's always that dark energy that tries to creep in. But because of who you are and who you've become and the healing work that you've done and the lessons that you have learned and the discoveries that you've made, not only about thyself, but about thy world around you, you are rooted. Nothing can break you. You are truly unstoppable, Divine Feminine. You really are. You're just fucking rooted. You're branching out. You're creating. You're manifesting. You are loving. You are being of abundance. You are providing yourself with self-love, and you realize that you are taking you and your legacy all the way through to the finish line. No one else has the power to do that for you. Ace of Cups is clarifying that Nine of Cups. He had the power to help her, or she thought, but at the end of the day, he couldn't. She had to save her damn self. And the Ace of Cups is right there. The cup feels fuller when you filled it up yourself. You quench your thirst when it came from you. You are your own nutrients. Everyone else and everything else is just dessert. I've said that before. I will say it again. Someone told me it. Greatest advice I've ever received. You are your nutrients. Everything else is just dessert. And that cup runneth over, and it continues to be overflown when it comes from within. But if someone else was pouring that cup in, pouring that drink in that cup, they get to control how much they put in and how much they take out and how much they release. And you know what I'm saying? When it comes from within, you control your own flow of things. You control how much your cup runneth over, and you already know that, Divine Feminine. So it's literally like you've gotten to the point where you realize, I keep my own cup flowing over, overflowing to the point I'm just a river, a fountain, constantly going, constantly getting that drink in and putting it out, putting it out, putting it out. You are your own creation and creator. Everything about you is divinely beautiful. And the power has always been within for you to heal and for you to honor yourself. And now with this energy that surrounds you, you never forget that anymore. You spent the whole beginning of your life never knowing that. And now that you know it, you can't unknow it. And you will never, ever, ever allow anyone else can come in and control you and manipulate your energy or keep you trapped in cycles that you don't belong in. You've recognized your power. And once you do something like that, you're awakened. Six of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. This isn't something that happened overnight, Divine Feminine. This is something that you've been working on. And so that's why I said throughout this week, this ain't no weekly energy. This is just the life energy. This is who you've become. I'm here to let y'all know you've leveled up. Here you are. Here we are. As a collective, we have healed. As a collective, we have worked on our shadow sides. We have worked on our egoic sides and learn how to balance them and realizing that they're a part of us, but they are not us. They are not the core being within there. That core being is a place of love. This is only one part of the being. This is who you are. You are a warrior. Everything else was just tidbits and tad bits of the story. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that this is you. You rise above all of life's circumstances. There's nothing anymore for you to fear, divine feminine. You have leveled up. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords. You look back over those cycles. You look back over that heartbreak. You look back over your divine masculine and over your family and over your tears and over your pain and over your children. You look out at your legacy and you realize it's time. If you don't keep taking those steps to move towards it, who else will? If you don't stand up and take charge of your own life, who else will? If you don't honor, love, and respect thyself, who else will? If you don't stand up and set those boundaries to move forward in the way of in the way of the world and in the way that you want to show up in the world, who else will? It's time, divine feminine, for you to continue to honor thyself. Move forward in a way that everyone around you knows that you honor thyself. Your cup runneth over because you are the truth. You are the divine. You are the creator and the creation. You, divine feminine, have been doing this work. You have gotten yourself to this point of your journey. You. Give yourself thanks. And if you're watching this, go look in the mirror tonight. Give yourself a hug and say, I came this far because of the work that I've chosen to do. Some people never look at their shadow side. Some people never face this part of their lives, but you have made that decision to do so. And because of that, divine feminine, your life is changed. You have entered a new cycle. I'm so happy to be on the other side of this for you. For us, because I'm a part of this collective. That's why I'm so happy for us. So happy. It's not it. So happy. Might be it. We're going to get us a Sacred Rebels Oracle card, and that will take us out. I hope y'all are enjoying this full moon energy, making sure y'all getting those rituals done. What you want wants you. Number 16. All right. Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want for others is for others, not us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what truly brings a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that truly moves you? Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive, a powerful sequence is set into motion. From the depths of the universe, your desires hurtle its ways to you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more graceful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create, and in the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate these feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire. That can that can then generate sorry, I cannot talk. That can then generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them up to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power is completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. Your healing process is to repeat this statement 3 times with feeling. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it now through unconditional love. Through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. All right, Divine Feminine, that has been your message for tonight. I love you guys so very much. I'm so grateful to you. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you like these videos, comment, let me know how you're feeling about them. Thank you guys so much for your support. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you.